The person who runs the 9/11 Memorial and Museum is a woman named Alice Greenwald, and I had a chance to talk to her earlier about her mission and purpose. And she told me the goal of the museum and memorial is to make sure people never forget 9/11, but to promote the spirit of 9/12.
When we built this memorial and museum, part of what we intended was to imagine the kind of world we want our children and grandchildren to inherit. And it needs to be a world where the values and the attitudes of compassion and unity and hope and resilience are in the forefront.
The 9/11 Museum and Memorial in New York is not dedicated to reliving September 11th, 2001. It is certainly intended to make sure that awful day never fades from our national memory, but it's also focused on 9/12 and beyond and how we as a nation responded.
People everywhere asked, what can I do to help? And people did. They volunteered. They rushed to the various sites. They wanted to do what they could for others. Charities were created for the families of the victims, the children of the firefighters. It was a moment when service was elevated. Service to nation, service to fellow Americans, service to community.
Alice Greenwald has been with the museum and memorial for 16 years, the last 5 as CEO. She says the mission of the organization is to promote what was the silver lining around the dark cloud that was 9/11, especially for students and others too young to remember it.
Remembering how we responded to 9/11 will teach this generation that when those things happen, we can meet adversity with compassion. We can meet adversity with unity, and we will be resilient as a result of that.
Those lessons do seem to have been forgotten in the 20 years since. The political climate is so pugnacious, the country may be more divided than ever before, which is why Greenwald says the mission of the museum is also more important than ever before.
I do think that we are resilient as human beings. And this sounds a little corny, but in the end, it's love that wins. It's hope that wins.